When the FIFA Best Awards have been taking place, it's on the back page of the Sun. Their headline is Pep's F-word award gaffed. I don't think anyone's too worried about that, but we're going to talk about the man in the little inset picture there, Lionel Messi, who somehow, and John Cross is on the inside who can explain how, has got the Best Player of the Year award. And let's stress, John, this was a period that began the day after the World Cup final. And let's explain, you had a vote here.
Yeah, I'm very honoured, Nick, to say that every country chooses a journalist along with their national team captain and national team manager. And FIFA, in their infinite wisdom, chose me too. So
of course they did.
To pick. Of course it did. And I went Erling Haaland as my first choice, because I just thought he broke all records in City's remarkable treble-winning season. What an incredible year. Second choice, Rodri. I mean, not least did he score the winner in the Champions League final, but I just thought he was the best midfielder by a mile, of that type, I should add. And then basically, OK, I went for the sentimental vote of Lionel Messi, third choice. I mean, for Messi to win it when the eligibility period, it's easy for me to say, finished the day after the World Cup final. I just don't understand it.
Well, I mean, let's clear up one thing first of all. So you let him have third place on sentiment, yeah? Because let's just make this clear. I looked this up. He has on one occasion scored more than one goal since the World Cup, and that was a hat-trick against the mighty Curaçao in a friendly. Otherwise, one goal's the most he's scored in a game. So sentiment was your excuse, John, yeah?
Yeah, it was, and I'm sticking with it, really.
Right.
I did go to Miami to see his debut for Inter Miami, and I tell you what, he's going to set the MLS alight. And I know people will laugh at that, but listen, if we want to take football around the world, then we've got to, you know, and FIFA, represent a global game. Got to be aware of that. It breaks my heart always never to include Mbappe in any discussion or any vote. I think he's fabulous, but it wasn't his year, and Messi did make a hell of a statement when he made his debut with that last-minute winner. It was an amazing occasion, and I just think, you know, he's still, for many people, the greatest player on the planet, the greatest player they've ever seen in the flesh. Harry Kane voted for him in first place. So,
Mark, listen, John, Mark's been running up from the pavilion end. He's on his long run. He's just about reaching the crease. Go on, Mark.
I just think Cross has let us all down. I really do. I mean, third place for Lionel Messi, and all those third places have got over the line because, you know, it was basically an aggregation of votes 1, 2, 3. There's no justification for Lionel Messi to win this because, like you're saying, Nick, it started after the World Cup final, so that was the one justification you could have. He ended last season being booed off by PSG fans, didn't do anything there, went to MLS, which is at best a second-rate league, and that's all he's done. I mean, come on, how on earth he can win the best award? And just beyond that, you know, Rodri was the outstanding midfielder of the season last year. He's not even in the team. He's not even in the team of the year. Ederson won the goalkeeper of the year, but he's not in the team either. So I don't understand how he can be voted the best goalkeeper in the world, yet not make FIFA's best team of the year. So, and you know, you can broaden out the women's team. I was at the Women's World Cup in Australia. Watched the Spain team, you know, brilliant in the World Cup, and they've got 2 players in the team of the year. So I would retire this award. I think I'd retire Crossy as a voter.
Just, John, genuine question. Was it completely clear on the voting form, I mean this really sincerely, that we were voting for a period that began after the World Cup?
Oh, yes, 100%. Yeah, 100%. You did have I think from memory, I think you had a limitation on who you could choose from. It was a sort of a selection of players, shall we say. But I think that I don't think from memory there were any surprises or, you know, obvious absentees from that list.
OK, so far be it from me to hang out Harry Kane to dry, Mark, but Harry Kane apparently voted for Messi. What's going on?
Well, this is one of the reasons why people question sometimes the PFA Player of the Year award, because often what the story is that the players get the voting sheets and they pass them around and everyone fills in the same name. So I don't know how much he studied the form of the world's players, Harry Kane, but I am surprised that he's gone for Messi. And it may be, you know, like Crossy, a kind of a sentimental vote. But on the argument that you say that you have to, you know, it's a global game and you have to look at different leagues. Well, you know, Cristiano Ronaldo scored more goals than Lionel Messi last year in Saudi Arabia, but nobody's making the argument for Ronaldo. It's Erling Haaland you know, he won a treble with Man City, scored over 50 goals last season. He is the obvious World Player of the Year, but he's having to watch Lionel Messi get another award because people vote on sentiment.
Just curious, is there a reason, either of you come in, is there a reason that Erling Haaland is not winning the individual awards that most of us think he should be?
He's not called Lionel Messi.
Yeah, it is Messi, isn't it? It's got to be Messi. I mean, listen, you've got to respect a player like Harry Kane. I mean, if he regards Messi as the best player in the world, as the best player on the planet, not separate from what he's achieving within that period of time, then you've got to respect that. It's not my choice. I've made that absolutely clear. But it's a strange one. A Haaland all day long for me. And I tell you what, Rodri, how he's not even in the top three is just beyond me.
Yeah, and we should say not just Harry Kane, but in fact all four home nations captains went for Lionel Messi. Seamus Coleman of the Republic of Ireland did not.